looking to get to the line and run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games around the league here early in week one, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And dropped at the 35, but able to display some strength on the run. 114 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Great 15-yard effort on the ground there on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the River Hogs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Off the bootleg. Perry. And Walker has it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Still going inside the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end, and he goes out right around the 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So the completion good for just 3, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
144 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Cooper, the man in motion right. And they'll fake the jet sweep, and instead give up the middle to Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the River Hogs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into Week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Perry. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Off the play fake. Perry going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Perry. And a throw there going to be incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Here's a 2nd and 5. Looking middle, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Perry. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Perry. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Portland, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.